At 6 a.m. in a quiet town in Japan, an 87-year-old man is riding his bicycle through the streets. No walker, no cane, just steady legs and a quiet smile. He's on his way to buy breakfast, fresh tofu, a bit of rice, and natto. In Japan, it's common to see elders this active, even in their 80s and 90s. While many seniors in the US struggle with weak muscles and balance, Japanese elders often live with surprising strength. What's their secret? It starts with what they eat, especially one humble $5 food that most Americans have never tried. But it could help rebuild your muscles after 60, naturally and gently. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from? And what time is it for you right now? Please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. Why muscle loss happens after the age of 60, something subtle but powerful starts to change inside our bodies. We don't always feel it at first. Maybe we just get tired more quickly when walking uphill, or we notice it's harder to carry groceries, to get up from a low chair, or to balance without holding on to something. This isn't weakness, it's biology. Starting around age 60, the body naturally begins to lose muscle mass. This gradual decline is called sarcopenia, and it happens to everyone, even those who were once strong and active. By the time we reach our 70s or 80s, we may have lost up to 30% of our muscle mass if we don't take steps to protect it. That loss affects more than strength. It impacts balance, posture, metabolism, even our ability to recover from illness. In the US, many seniors face this silently. We blame it on aging and often feel there's nothing we can do. But in Japan, aging is seen differently. The elderly aren't expected to slow down and sit still. Instead, they're encouraged to move, stretch, and nourish their bodies with purpose, especially through the food they eat. Japanese elders believe it's not enough to simply eat. You must eat foods that keep your muscles awake, your bones strong, and your body light. And they start each morning with one food that does exactly that. A small, sticky, humble dish that costs only a few dollars, but holds deep power. Natto. In the next part of this video, we'll explore this traditional Japanese food and why scientists now believe it may be one of the most effective natural ways to help older adults rebuild muscle, stay strong, and feel confident in their bodies again. The $5 Japanese secret, natto. In a quiet kitchen in Kyoto, the morning begins with steam rising from a bowl of warm rice. A pair of gentle hands opens a small plastic container, stirs in a dash of mustard, and mixes the contents until they form a silky, stringy texture. This is natto, fermented soybeans, and it has been a breakfast staple in Japan for generations. At first glance, natto doesn't look like much. It's sticky. It smells a little strong. Many people, even in Japan, need time to get used to it. But what lies beneath that unfamiliar texture is a powerhouse of nutrition that could make all the difference for people over 60. Natto is packed with high-quality plant protein, essential for maintaining and rebuilding muscle. But what makes it truly special is how it's fermented. Through a traditional process using Bacillus subtilis, the soybeans are transformed into something the body can absorb more easily, with enzymes and nutrients that go far beyond ordinary soy. One of the key nutrients in natto is vitamin K2, which helps move calcium into bones and away from arteries. This not only supports bone density, but also keeps the circulatory system healthy, two things that directly affect muscle function and overall strength. Then there's nattokinase, an enzyme unique to natto. It supports blood flow, reduces clotting risk, and helps deliver nutrients to muscle tissues more efficiently. Better blood flow means better muscle repair, especially after light activity or exercise. Let me tell you about Ms. Aiko, a 92-year-old woman who lives near the mountains outside Kyoto. Every morning, she prepares a simple breakfast: miso soup, rice, pickled vegetables, and natto. She still tends to her garden, squats easily to pull weeds, and walks up a small hill to visit her neighbor every week. When asked about her secret, she smiled and said, "I take care of my muscles the same way I take care of my plants. I feed them something alive." Scientists have taken notice too. A Japanese study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Gerontology found that older adults who eat natto regularly tend to have greater muscle mass and better balance compared to those who don't. It's not just about protein. It's about how the body uses that protein, and fermented foods like natto make it easier. And here's the best part: natto is incredibly affordable. In Japan, a pack of 3 costs about $1.50. In the US, you can find it in most Asian supermarkets or order it online for just a few dollars. Natto may not be a miracle cure, but it's a quiet ally, one that works slowly, gently, just like the rhythm of a Japanese morning. And for those over 60 looking to reclaim strength and confidence, it could be a beautiful place to start. The science behind natto may seem like just another health food, but behind its humble appearance is a fascinating web of natural chemistry, one that speaks directly to the needs of aging muscles and bones. Let's start with protein. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at turning the protein we eat into the muscle we need. This process, called muscle protein synthesis, slows down over time, especially if we're not eating the right types of protein. Natto offers a gentle solution. It's rich in plant-based protein that's already partially broken down through fermentation, making it easier for older bodies to absorb and use. But protein is just the beginning. One of natto's star nutrients is vitamin K2, specifically in the form of MK7. This nutrient plays a critical role in bone and muscle health. It helps direct calcium into bones, where it strengthens, and away from arteries, where it can cause stiffness and health risks. As bones and arteries both affect movement, flexibility, and strength, K2 is like a quiet guardian, working in the background to keep everything flowing as it should. And then there's nattokinase, an enzyme found only in natto. It was first discovered by Japanese researcher Dr. Hiroyuki Sumi in the 1980s, who noticed that natto had a unique ability to dissolve fibrin, a protein involved in blood clotting. In simple terms, nattokinase helps keep blood flowing smoothly. For seniors, this means better circulation, better oxygen delivery to muscles, and more efficient healing after activity or injury. Improved blood flow also supports heart health, brain clarity, and energy levels, something many older adults feel slipping away. It's not a stimulant or a quick fix, but a gentle enhancer of the body's natural rhythms. Another hidden benefit of natto is its gut-friendly bacteria. Fermented foods like natto are full of probiotics, beneficial microbes that support digestion, reduce inflammation, and may even help with muscle recovery. A healthier gut means better nutrient absorption, and for seniors, that can make a major difference in how we feel after each meal. Some Japanese scientists believe the combination of these factors, high-quality protein, vitamin K2, nattokinase, and probiotics, creates a kind of synergy that helps the body age more gracefully. It's not one single miracle ingredient, but how they all work together that matters. Think of it like a traditional Japanese garden, carefully balanced, quietly nourishing, and deeply intentional. If you're over 60 and struggling with muscle loss or joint stiffness, adding natto to your diet could be one small change with big rewards. It's natural, affordable, and deeply rooted in a culture known for longevity. What Americans are missing in the United States, aging often comes with quiet frustration. You reach for the cupboard and your shoulder aches. You try to walk up the stairs and your knees feel weak. Many seniors chalk it up to getting older. But sometimes it's not age, it's nutrition. The Western diet, for all its variety, often lacks a few key ingredients that support healthy aging, especially vitamin K2, fermented foods, and plant-based proteins that are easy to digest. Instead, meals are built around red meat, processed carbs, and quick fixes. There's very little that feeds the body slowly and deeply. Unlike in Japan, where breakfast might include natto, miso soup, rice, and fish, a typical American breakfast is more likely to be toast, bacon, or sugary cereal. While filling, these meals don't offer the nutrients muscles and bones crave after 60. Most Americans have never heard of natto, and yet, in Japan, it's been part of daily life for centuries. In fact, many Japanese people grow up eating it with rice and a raw egg, mixing it together until it becomes a sticky, rich, nourishing meal. There's a reason Japan leads the world in healthy life expectancy. Their diet emphasizes balance, fermentation, and nourishment, not just calories. It's about how food feels in the body, not just how it tastes. Let me tell you about Mr. Kenji, a 78-year-old Japanese-American man living in Southern California. He moved to the US over 50 years ago, but never gave up his morning natto. While his friends complain about joint pain and stiffness, Kenji still enjoys daily walks, helps his grandchildren with gardening, and even gets down on the floor to stretch. He says natto is like oil for his joints. He's not alone. A study comparing Japanese and American seniors found that those following more traditional Japanese diets, rich in fermented foods, had better physical function, stronger grip strength, and fewer complaints about fatigue or weakness. It's not about becoming Japanese, it's about learning from their habits. When we look at what's missing in the American diet, we often find that it's not a lack of food, but a lack of the right food. Fermented soybeans, like natto, are a forgotten treasure. Simple, affordable, and packed with everything aging bodies need. How to add natto to your life. Trying something new, especially a food that's sticky, stringy, and unfamiliar, can feel intimidating. But adding natto to your life doesn't have to be difficult. In fact, for many seniors in Japan, it's as routine as brushing their teeth. The first step is simply finding it. Most Asian grocery stores in the US carry natto in the frozen section. You'll usually find small packs of 3, already portioned and ready to eat. If you don't have a nearby store, several online retailers ship natto on dry ice. Just search for frozen natto and look for brands like Okame or Yamato. Once you've got your hands on it, here's how to enjoy it. Start small. Natto has a unique smell, earthy, slightly fermented, and a texture that takes some getting used to. But mixed the right way, it becomes quite comforting. The traditional Japanese method is to stir it rapidly with chopsticks until it becomes silky and stringy. This helps activate its enzymes and flavor. To soften the taste, try adding a little soy sauce, a touch of Japanese mustard, karashi, chopped green onions, or even a raw egg yolk if you feel adventurous. Mix it into warm rice and take your first bite slowly. You don't have to love it right away. Like many good habits, it grows on you over time. If you prefer a more American-style meal, you can blend natto into scrambled eggs, layer it on top of avocado toast, or mix it into a veggie bowl with rice and miso dressing. There are no rules, only what feels good for your body. For those who can't get used to natto's texture, there are gentle alternatives. Tempeh, another fermented soy product, offers similar protein and probiotic benefits. Miso, used in soup or marinades, also contains helpful enzymes, though it has less vitamin K2. While not as potent as natto, these foods still carry the spirit of Japanese nourishment. And if you're feeling curious, making your own natto at home is possible, with soybeans, a starter culture, and a little patience. Many Japanese elders enjoy the process as a form of mindful practice, watching something simple transform into something powerful. The key is to make it part of your rhythm, not a chore. In Japan, food isn't just fuel, it's care, a daily gift to the body. Adding natto, even just a few times a week, can be a quiet act of self-respect. It's not about being perfect, it's about honoring your body with something alive. Other muscle-friendly Japanese foods, while natto is a powerful start, it's not the only food in the Japanese kitchen that supports strength and vitality. In Japan, meals are built with quiet intention, each bite offering something more than just flavor. Together, these simple foods create a foundation for energy, mobility, and balance, especially in older age. One of the most common is grilled mackerel, or saba. It's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation in the muscles and joints. For seniors who feel stiff in the morning or sore after walking, omega-3s can be deeply soothing. Japanese elders often enjoy fish like saba with grated daikon and a bowl of rice, light on the stomach, yet deeply nourishing. Another staple is miso soup. It's more than just a warm comfort. Made from fermented soybeans, miso contains beneficial bacteria and enzymes that support digestion and immunity. A bowl of miso soup with seaweed and tofu provides gentle protein, minerals like magnesium and calcium, and warmth that relaxes the body. Brown rice, or genmai, is often eaten alongside these dishes. Unlike white rice, brown rice offers complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly, ideal for seniors who want to stay active throughout the day without crashing. Its fiber also helps regulate blood sugar and support gut health. Then there's seaweed, such as wakame or kombu. Often found in soups or salads, seaweed is packed with minerals essential for muscle function, like magnesium, potassium, and iodine. It also supports the thyroid, which helps regulate metabolism and energy levels. And of course, green tea. Not a food, but a daily ritual in many Japanese homes. Green tea contains catechins, antioxidants that protect cells from aging, reduce inflammation, and may even support muscle recovery. For many Japanese elders, sipping tea is a pause in the day, a moment of calm that also heals. When combined, these foods form what the Japanese call shokuiku, a philosophy of mindful eating. It's not about high-protein shakes or counting grams. It's about listening to your body, choosing foods that support life, and honoring meals as part of your well-being. Each of these ingredients is simple. None are expensive. But together, they create a gentle armor, helping the body move with more ease, age with more grace, and feel more alive. Movement matters. In Japan, movement isn't something separate from daily life. It's not reserved for the gym or a scheduled workout. It's folded gently into the rhythm of the day, just like tea, just like breath. Walk through a quiet neighborhood in Kyoto at dawn, and you'll see them. Elderly men and women, slowly sweeping the front of their homes, watering plants, or walking to the corner store. Their pace is calm, but their bodies are alive, bending, reaching, breathing. Many gather in small groups at the park, moving in unison to soft piano music on the radio. This is Radio Taiso, a national tradition of gentle stretching exercises broadcast each morning for nearly 100 years. These aren't intense workouts. They're simple movements, raising arms to the sky, rotating the shoulders, lifting legs with care. But when done every day, they help maintain balance, improve joint flexibility, and support muscle tone, all especially important after 60, when the body naturally begins to lose strength. As one elderly Japanese man said, with a smile, "We eat to move, not eat to sit still." This philosophy sits at the heart of healthy aging. No matter how nourishing your food, it can't rebuild strength on its own. Just like in a Japanese garden, where soil and sunlight must work together, food and movement must go hand in hand. One without the other leads to stagnation. You don't need to run marathons. In fact, the Japanese way reminds us that small, consistent movement is far more powerful than occasional effort. A short walk around the block after breakfast, stretching while the tea brews, rolling your shoulders gently as you listen to music. These are not just movements. They are messages to the body. You're still needed. Stay strong, keep going. And these actions matter more than you might think. Research shows that even low-impact activity can improve blood circulation, preserve muscle mass, and reduce the risk of falls in older adults. When paired with nutrient-dense foods like natto, miso, or grilled fish, the benefits multiply. In many Japanese homes, elders still cook by squatting near the floor, sit on tatami mats while eating, and stand while folding laundry. These natural movements engage the legs, hips, back, and core, keeping the body supple without ever stepping into a gym. If getting up and down is difficult for you, that's okay. Start with what you can. Try this. Place a sturdy chair behind you and practice sitting down and standing up slowly, 5 times. Or raise both arms above your head while taking a slow, deep breath. Even this small gesture invites your muscles to wake up. And more importantly, it reminds your mind, you're not done yet. Think of movement as a companion, not a chore. A friend that walks beside your meals, your thoughts, your quiet moments. You don't need fancy equipment or complicated routines. You just need consistency and a little self-kindness. In Japan, strength in old age doesn't look like six-pack abs. It looks like balance. Grace, the ability to carry a basket of vegetables, to kneel beside a grandchild, to rise from the floor without fear. It's this harmony between nourishing food, steady motion, and respectful rhythm that keeps so many Japanese elders thriving into their 80s, 90s, and beyond. Aging doesn't have to mean giving up strength. In Japan, it means shifting toward gentler rhythms, deeper nourishment, and small daily acts of care. You don't need to move to Japan. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just begin with one choice. Maybe tomorrow morning you'll try a bowl of rice with natto. Maybe you'll take a 5-minute walk after breakfast. Maybe you'll remember that your body, no matter your age, is still listening. The wisdom of Japanese elders teaches us this. Health after 60 isn't about fighting age, it's about working with it, patiently, respectfully, and lovingly. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone you care about. And if you try natto this week, I'd love to hear how it went. Leave a comment below. The health information shared in this video is not intended to replace medical advice. If you have health concerns, please consult your doctor. If you believe you need urgent help, contact your physician or emergency services in your area. Until next time, stay strong, stay gentle, and stay curious.